Hello and welcome back to Disc Golf Daily. I'm Brian Papa Wolf Frawley, and I'm excited to recap the Turku Open and Pro Masters with you. Also, shout out to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day weekend. Hope you got out and through. Here in North America, we had the PGA Pro Masters World Championships, a major in Emporia, Kansas. I don't think that was the whole title, but you get the drift. It was a pretty cool weekend or week-long event for those that were paying attention. It started off on Tuesday and ended yesterday on Saturday. And we're going to run through a few of the champions for you. Starting with MP40, Joe Revere takes it down by 14 strokes over second place tie between Mika Lyko and Jeff Fayes. Congrats, Joe. In FPO, we had Owen Scoggins leading the way and just increasing her lead every day. She put on a real show. There is some coverage out. I suggest you take a look at that. Congrats to Jennifer Allen for second and Stephanie Vincent for third. In MP50, our friend, everyone's friend, Johnny McRae takes it down over Schwebe. Justin McClune took third place. In FP50, we have Juliana Korver grabbing herself another major championship. Congrats to her. And Kimberly Gonala, who also got to play in the finals and take second as well. In MP55, Kevin Babbitt takes it down over Simon Feasy and Patrick Brown. In FP55, we congrats Elaine King again, taking down another major over Kirsty Kakkonen and Karen Settler. In MP60, we had Andrew Back and Mitch McLennan go into a playoff. Andrew took it down. They said we needed one more hole after that whole week of many, many holes. In FP60, Amy Schiller takes it down over Andy Young. In MP65, we have Bill Rowe over Kenny Lee and Mike Ward. That was your 1, 2, 3 at least. In FP65, this might have been the battle of the weekend. Going into the finals, everyone was real tight, the semis, everyone was real tight. Going into the final 9, things got even tighter. We didn't know who the champion was with 4 holes to go still, but congrats to Lori Cloyes Chupa. She got herself a world championship. Janice Jones took second place in that event as well. In MP70, Harvey Brandt took it down with Levon Wolf and Randy Beers going 2 and 3. And in MP80, Pete May wins. Hopefully you've gotten to shake that man's hand. He is a walking story, and I love getting the chance to talk to him whenever I see him. On the other side of the pond, we had the Turku Open powered by Prodigy, a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. This is a big event. A lot of points were on the line where you're going to see some shakeup, I bet you, in the standings after this event. We had, on the FPO side, some familiar names at the top. After round 1, Silver Saarinen, Evelina Salonen, Henna Blumrose, and Heidi Line were 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? That was actually the final standings. I forgot to click round 1. Oh well, sometimes mistakes happen. Didn't want to blow that lead there, but the final day brought a lot of weather. The scores were much higher than normal. The whole lead card shot above par. But yes, Silva did take it down over Evelina and Henna. On the MPO side, after round 1, we had Mikkel Heim and Jacob Sumera tied at -9. Third place was tied at -8. And a massive tie for 5th with -7. So you could say there was a lot of scoring at the top. After round 2, we saw Maury Villman and Ovi Pavensano in first and second, with some very familiar names, James Proctor and Nicholas Antala in third place tie. Going into the final 9, things were very, very tight, if you will, but Nicholas Antala birdies 11 of his final 12 or 10 of his final 11 holes, including one of the craziest Anheuser from a knee circle to around 4 or 5 trees type putt I've ever seen. check out some of the coverage from that event. James Proctor birdies 5 of the final 6 holes to get himself in second place, and Maury Vilmanen unfortunately goes kind of even through the final 8-9 holes there and winds up in 3rd place. If you haven't seen any of the coverage of that event, I highly suggest checking it out. Some of the tee pads and exits, if you will, off the tee were some of the smallest I've seen in a long time. Very, very tight off the tee. Made things really, really interesting. Beautiful course over there. Please go check out that coverage. It's really cool. Emma Aaron was the FPO player that shot highest over their rating. She shot 43 points over her rating, so congrats to her. And on the MPO side, Marcus Fjorthoff shot 44 points over his rating average, and he took 10th place, so top 10 finish for him, so congrats to those players. From a bore score perspective, they did very well. The course is designed really well. It made a lot of interesting shots. There was a really exciting amount of scoring opportunities and also scoring spread. The OBs came into play often, and again, those tight tee pads. I thought it was pretty exciting. Probably one of the better bore scores when it comes to the events that we've seen so far this year. But we did see a big change-up in the Disc Golf Pro Tour standings. We have new second-place players on both the FPO and MPO. Let's start with FPO. Starting at the beginning of this week, Evelina was in 5th. She's now in 2nd. Holland is still in 1st. We also had a big jump from Henna Blumrose and Heidi Line as well. They are now 9 and 11 respectively. Silva Saranen, who won the event, had a pretty big jump as well, getting herself up to 14th position. So we saw a lot of movement for those players that played. On the MPO side, we saw the same thing. At the beginning of the day, Nicolas was in 5th, but he's now in 2nd. Gannon Burr is still in 1st. But we had a little bit more movement at the top there. But we got to scroll all the way down to Jakob Sumerud, who jumps up multiple spots to 22nd for playing this event. And then Jesse Nieminen jumps up to 24th, and James Proctor jumps up to 26. All big points for those players that played the event over across the pond. Hey, I want to remind you that we are on X, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. We can see that you're liking the show. We're glad that you're watching. Tell a friend to listen or watch. Next time you're on at Backup at League, do the same. We've got an AOL email if you've got any questions, discgolfdaily@aol.com. Until next time, keep it in the fairway.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It really does help us grow.